them rush with units that their only objective is to heal?
I don't freaking know. Oh, stream chat though. Hey everyone, welcome back to Jaraci Cup 8. Moving on with the group stage, we're gonna cast a stupid game now. This one from Group C. This one of course gonna be between Phoenixyo here, as you can see, his coalition, and his opponent rsabo coalition as well. These two did not include an info.txt, so I can't exactly tell you who picked what, but that is okay. We can kind of extrapolate. Hey, they're on the right Tauren crater. That's good. So I'm gonna cast this game because Phoenixyo has an idea. Oh, dude, it's Garmulator. Freak. Nice. Anyway, so Phoenixyo has this idea somehow that he's gonna win the game using nothing but support cruisers, alright? And we're gonna cast this game where it'll probably work because he's against a newer player who doesn't quite know, what to do about this. And then we're gonna cast his game against No Fun and watch him lose terribly. So that's kind of the plan for now. And yes, Garmulator, you are right. This is quite a color scheme. Nice to see you in chat, by the way. LAV Fab coming out first for rsabo here.
Why are we watching these games just to absolutely roast them?
because he deserves it, alright? You know my relation with Phoenixyo. This is what we do to each other. Actually, a second base runner coming out immediately here, so that's kind of interesting for him. And then I imagine he'll just be going straight into full SC here. Oh no!
You know what?
No! So this is one reason why this is probably going to work. He's gone for LAV Fab, right? So he's gotten the tech to build units, and then he goes straight into... Sorry, I'm like pointing with my finger instead of the mouse now because you're here. And then he goes straight into a support cruiser to like build eco, right? But it's like, why are you doing that? If you're going to build eco, just go straight to it. And if you're going to build LAVs, just go straight to that, right? But yeah, I think I've given him that critique on his last game, so he'll have heard that before. One thing I just want to point out about this whole support cruiser rush idea, though, right, is that like he has to build one to like go eco, right? So like even if your opponent is just going economy, he has support cruisers too. Like I don't get how this is supposed to work.
You know what? Maybe you've got a point about just roasting him on this.
Yeah. Yeah, he's probably gonna get away with it, like I said in this game, because just rsabo is kind of new to the scene, right? By the way, I love this though. He's going for a base runner deployment here. He's going to drop a turret on his opponent's second base, which is always kind of fun to see. And now, I critiqued this as well about rsavo's other games. He tended to get a support cruiser and then move out to 2 base, but he didn't build salvagers. Aha, and look at this. He's taking my advice to heart, so he's building salvagers here immediately. That's really good. Because if you're going to go with like an SC first and then you don't build any, you don't build any like salvagers, you basically shouldn't have done it, right? Uh-oh, he's gonna lose this little fight here for the artifact. If he's not watching, Phoenix could just yoink this one. Oh no, he's giving it a move order. He doesn't know, he hasn't picked it up yet. Oh no, Phoenix is gonna yoink the artifact away from him. Ah! No! Turret getting set up on the main as well, by the way. Oh no. Oh no. And the thing about Phoenix too is that he has all these like stupid ideas, but like he's pretty good at like implementing these things too. So he's gonna get away with this. He's got the probe here ready to get vision for that turret, so the carry needs to show up. So the play here, if you're getting attacked like this, you've got to move away with these salvagers, right? And don't let this turret just kill them like this. Oh no. Oh no. He might even be able to hit that logistics module. Yeah, that'd be really rough if he loses this too. And I think he will, because this carrier will be here, but... Oh! The probe died! Oh, that's so good, actually, for rsabo. Yeah, Phoenix just mismicroed a little bit, brought that probe a little bit too close, so the support cruiser killed it off. So, didn't have any vision for that turret, but this base runner is still alive. And we do have support cruisers on the queue for Phoenix. So, it's gonna happen. The thing is, he's done so much eco damage with these base runners, I think he's gonna get away with this. Oh, no. Thought LAV was nerfed to ground beyond belief. Not actually. The LAVs actually in the last patch had their DPS increased, and then the second to last patch, and then this patch they were decreased a little bit again. But they're pretty much at the point, from what I've seen, where they can definitely fight sand skimmers, and sand skimmers can definitely fight them. It comes down to who's got the numbers, who's got the positioning, definitely who's got the high ground. So I think LAV are in a good place right now. And yes, A-Game, you're definitely right about that. Because, like, I was definitely in the camp of just saying that like LAV should lose to Sand Skimmers one-on-one if they're like both shooting, right? But now I kind of realize that might be a little bit silly, so. He's not winning by SC rush, he's getting way ahead and then rubbing it in with SC. Yeah, that's kind of well said. By the way, this turret with the high ground, gonna chunk this base runner here. This is not what you want to see. Yeah, it's gonna survive though? Well, maybe not. Okay, he needs to be careful with this probe though. Yeah, never mind. He's gonna catch that base runner, so he takes that one out. Phoenix on his way then to get... Whoa, hiccups. On his way to get his first artifact out here. And he's got another turret set up, but it's behind the hill. Oh, Phoenix, how the mighty are fallen. Look at this though. He's like... This is like really good for him, but really bad at the same time. And he's like gonna lose his base runner to the SC. To the very thing he sought to use to destroy his opponent. Turret getting set up here as well. Now rsabo has actually got AV tech. I think he should be using them because AVs would deal much better about these turrets. If they're up in close range, they'll kill it pretty much one-on-one. That turret gonna chunk the LAVs out. Okay, here's an AV, yeah. So if he just tries this out, he'll probably win that fight one-on-one. Oh, and look at this! I didn't catch this. He's actually going for a backstab here against Phoenix. And this is nice. Okay, he's gonna catch a second one. Ends up going down. Do any of these not kill turrets one-on-one? I thought they did if they were in range. I guess we'll find out. To be fair, he's got high ground here, but... Oh, he just moved off the high ground. That's okay, though. Yeah, no. See, he does take it one-on-one there. Now, he does have armor, though, and I know that turrets actually do have quite a, how do you say? Like, armor is definitely quite effective against turrets, but... Anyway, Phoenixyo has pretty comfortably gotten up on a three-way, so he did clear out those AVs, clearly. Turrets are range AV? Yeah, that's what I was saying, though, is that if you can get the AV up on top of the turret, he'll be able to deal with it. And obviously, with some smoke micro, you can use that to kind of get up on top of them, so... Especially, though, like, if this turret gets deployed, and if he gets in here, he would probably be able to finish this. Do your gal move coalition waits on? Yeah. Yeah, I'll get to that soon enough. It's that we already did one move, you know, like the next turn just started today, but... Everyone's itching to fight, I think. Okay, this turret should have line of sight, right? Yeah, it does. Here comes the AV, though, but you're still behind the hill. He's gonna want to get this guy up on this dune here. Ay. Oh, he's losing so much. Okay, he's finally moving here. That's 3 salvagers killed by this one turret so far. Okay, he does smoke behind. That's exactly what he wants to do. Kills that off. He should catch the space runner as well. He does catch it. Okay. So he's finally gotten rid of that problem. But look, he's going in with another freaking turret. Oh no. And Phoenix, of course, is going to stack up support cruisers in the meanwhile. Yeah, I agree, Moose. He's toying with him like a cat with a ball of yarn. Freaking Discord. It opened up.
Why am I being bullied?
Hashtag cyberbullied. Stupid Windows.
Yeah, and my pen still doesn't work.
Oh, what?
It's fine. I'm gonna draw you the emotes someday. I'll make it work.
I should also just finally get around to enabling the default Twitch ones so that people can stop yelling at me. Missile battery fab, by the way, coming out for rsabo here, and I think that makes sense because he's thinking obviously air is incoming. He doesn't know it's gonna be this nonsense. But I mean, the fact of the matter is, like, because the threat of air exists, this is why getting so far ahead is pretty much just like game over. Because like, what's he gonna do, right? Like, obviously, if his opponent goes air, he's got to get anti-air, but there's gonna be a lot of it anyway. He might lose anyway. And then if he goes air and his opponent has ground, he dies. If he goes ground and his opponent has air, he dies. So. Yeah, because it's the only emote I added to the channel, the salvage Corvette. Now he does deny this artifact, which is nice. I think Phoenix probably could have extracted that if he was paying attention. But he's fast approaching with this carrier. Support cruisers in tow. Wait, you'll get banned from the Discord for what? For saying kek? Or maybe something showed up that the auto mod like hid for me. That's always possible. AVs though attacking on the back line here. Yeah, support cruiser not that strong, right? I think he'll kill this one. Oh, unless he fails the micro here, wants to keep driving up at it. Yeah, okay. So he will catch this support cruiser, which is nice. He probably wins the 1v1 here as well, but it's kind of hard to say, actually. Because, like, this is the reason why Phoenix thinks that this is going to work, is because support cruisers do have a ground weapon. Turret, by the way, going to stop rsabo from extracting again here. This turret here has proved very, very valuable in that regard. It stopped, like, multiple extraction attempts here. But the carrier has arrived, and we do have power 3 done. Bunch of support cruisers in tow, clearly, so... I mean, this is just, like, next level.
That's what we like to see.
No power in range, so he can't actually hit anything just yet, which is a little bit awkward. He probably wants to put these chips into range, yeah, and then probably power 4 is in order as well. But obviously, like, this is gonna work. Assault cruiser fab. Anyway, this is gonna work because rsabo just doesn't have anything to answer the carrier, really. And the support cruisers in this case just facilitate, and that's because, you know, he got really far ahead, obviously. This is just, yeah, this is... I mean, to be fair, I've seen people actually build this many support cruisers when they're not trolling, you know, but, like, not common. Not common. Yeah. Carrier, pretty much unanswerable at this point. He may play a bit of Ring Around the Rosie, though, if rsabo wants to keep running. And the thing is, because his carrier is actually the only thing that can deal with rsabo's carrier, like, he actually might be able to get away with that. He's kind of taking a bad path, though. Yeah, this is where he wants to go. I think, actually, at this point, he's going to be in range, so this is probably the end of the game. He is losing his main base, though, so I've got to say, like, rsabo obviously is new to the game. He doesn't quite know what to do about this yet. But, like, look, you can see he already has the right idea. He's attacking on the back line. And yeah, good point, Cookies. Like, that's actually very well said. Because, like, obviously, look, if these support cruisers were not support cruisers, would he be losing? You know? that kind of tells you already that, like, something's wrong with this build, but yeah, he's got the right idea to backstab. I mean, this is exactly what he wants to do, so he's got good ideas here. You can tell he's not just getting smashed, right? But definitely this will be Phoenix's game, though. There's no way he wins this. Two grandmas trying to catch each other. You know, like, the way that they, like, fast walk?
Oh my god.
And they're like, because they can't jog anymore. I bet I can beat this with my inferior rail rush. Yes, yes you can. Phoenix was telling me that this was, like, stupid OP, because I think he beat, like, Tomcat with it, like, once, like, 6 months ago or whatever. And I was like, come on, Phoenix, there's no way that this actually works. And so, like, we did a testing game, and I beat him, like, 4 times in a row. It was all kinds of silly. Rail tech is done, by the way, for rsabo. The problem is that when your carrier is touching the enemy's carrier like this, if you build rails, they'll just get killed instantly, so it's a nice idea. Well, I guess the other problem is he doesn't have any money in it, but, you know, it's a nice idea. I mean, this is obviously normally what you want to deal with carrier power plays, so. M.E.S spam or SC spam? Yeah, good question. No, you're right. I mean, like, the turret thing is really what got him ahead, right? I think the support cruiser play was kind of what he was hyping up that he was going to do, but the turrets definitely won him this game, so... Yeah, that's true. The support cruiser just came in for that sick backstab, man. Oh, jeez. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if this would have worked, really, if he had not gotten away with the turret shenanigans. So, I mean, I wanted to make this be a bit of a eulogy about, you know, how to deal with support cruiser spam, but really, I think the question is, like, how do you, Oh, that looks so good. Anyway, the question is, like, how do you deal with, like, the turret spam, right? So what you gotta watch out for, basically, this is worth talking about, because, obviously, Phoenix is not the only player who does it. We'll load up game 2, though, as we discuss it. But it's rather common for Coalition players. They'll send the base runner out in the middle, and they'll try and drop turrets on their opponent, right? And what you want to do is you want to avoid losing salvagers. That's like the big thing, right? If you can avoid losing salvagers, like, most of the damage is already mitigated. The other thing you got to do, though, is you need to avoid being stalled out of your base, right? So let's say you go SC first, right? On a map like this, it's a bit more standard. The second base is right here and the third base is here, whereas on Torin, obviously, the bases are split, but We'll talk about it on this map first, though, because this is, you know, how most of them are. He's probably going to drop the turret here, right? Because if he drops the turret here, you're just going to drive out with the carrier and kill it, right? So there's no good that he gets from that. But the thing is, the carrier has such a health point pool, right? You don't need to worry... You don't need to worry about your carrier getting killed by the turret, really. So you just drive, like, you build a support cruiser, right, to get onto your main base, and then just drive the carrier out, and then just clear out the turret with the carrier. And in this case, it was different because he had built so many of them. It was like, he had like 3 base pillars, I think, in the front line, or maybe it was just 2, but in that case, you want to build military, and like the AVs would have been really nice, but yeah, you basically just want to, you know, you basically just want to drive that carrier out and push out the turrets with the carrier, and then that way you don't lose any salvagers because they're not even in danger, right? If he does drop it on the main, just pull the salvagers away and then clear it out. And you don't get delayed for too long because you can get up onto 2 base, so that's kind of the idea.
We're just rebooting the pen.
Oh, you can reboot it by like holding down on the
Yeah.
tip? Oh.
Dude, I'm gonna make your Twitch emotes. Nothing is going to stop me.
Nothing will stop you. Yeah, so I was thinking like the firewall where like it's slanted, right? But then just have like a game like behind it. Oh,
That's
you know what'd be
just
so funny?
That's just an easy edit. I can do that. The real ones are going to be like this. And you said you wanted like you but a potato.
Yeah, potato cow. But what'd be really funny, I guess it's not this one. He's got his picture on Steam, I think is...
Are you sure you shouldn't be
No, it's
commentating the match?
You're right. I should be watching the match here. But if like if you took A-Game's like profile picture and like put it behind the wall, that'd be so funny. Anyway, looks like we had some initial scuffles here, and both players seem to want to set a turret down. Arsabo's on it first, though, and he is going to trade 1 for 1 with the LEVs, but he wants to back away here. Turret is up, though, so Space Runner really has to make itself scarce. These LEVs not going to be able to push on that turret either.
Thanks, Houston, I love you!
What if you change your profile picture? Well, the thing is, you already have. I was thinking of that face. I can't remember who the guy was, but it was like some... It was like some musician, right? I can't remember. You were explaining this to me one time on the Reddit, but... Victor Tsoi, there we go. Yeah, look up Victor Tsoi.
Okay.
There's like a picture of him. Maybe Agan can just like DM it to me and I'll send it to you, but... It's something you drew. Oh, I didn't know that. Anyway, yeah, the idea was like to have an
cute.
emote.
Who is he?
I don't know. I think he's Lithuanian, right? But
He's cute.
Agan can tell you better, of course. By the way, this is not what you want to do about turrets. See, he's kind of driving in one at a time here. Russian musician.
Ah, I see.
So the turret has quite good, like, burst against these units, right? So what you want to do is have sustained fire. This is what we call not sustained fire. This allows the turret basically to just, like, burst you down. But it's very, very low HP, right? So if you can take, like, 7 or 8 LEVs or something and just kind of get up on it at the same time, you can just kill it instantly, right? But if you do this, look, he's lost, like, 5 LEVs to this turret. And Phoenix is probably just kind of, like, chuckling over here. By the way, what the heck is this? I thought Phoenix was going to go with the SC rush, man. Freaking ridiculous. Freaking Joshua with more AoE 2 crap. Anyway, yeah, so A-Game, the joke was, like, you put all these walls of text in the Discord, right? So my idea was, like, we're gonna have an emote A-Game wall of text where it's, like, you know the firewall thing where it has, like, the computer and the net and then, like, firewalls between them? But then just, like, replace the globe with, like, that face that you had drawn for, like, your profile picture. I think that'd be so funny. Oh, jeez. Pen's still not working?
It's not working, but nothing will stop me.
Yikers.
I will do it.
By the way, this is a lot of freaking LAV. Yes and no? Yeah, I think you can if you let it, like, shoot at you once and then get over the dune. It'd be pretty hard to micro, though. I think it's a lot, like, more likely to just kind of mess up, but maybe worth experimenting with. By the way, AV tech is done for rsabo, so you should get working on that right away, because AV's, yeah, there we go. That's going to be the answer to this. Obviously, it is SC, or Strikecraft spam. LAV's here going to take a while to kill that turret, so he's kind of making the same mistake as rsabo was earlier. And these LAVs really trading pretty poorly, I've got to say. I mean, like, they should definitely be handling this, but they end up losing most of them here. There's only like 5 left. So one AV is going to be able to ward this off. Phoenix with armor 1, but he's got no damage, so he's not going to be able to fight an AV. May lose this base runner though, and that's a little bit messy. He does have the smoke though, so he drops the smoke on this base runner. Hey Sarum, how doest thou? And yes, I will make my move soon, but it's casting time, so I'll get to that in a moment though. Once we're done casting. Phoenix has fighter and gunship tech, by the way, and it is a gunship on the queue for him. I think that's a result of the fact he saw a lot of LAVs, but at this point I might cancel it, but perhaps he wants to just have like strike fighters instead. I was explaining this to God Hates Weebs because he's such a gunship fanatic, you know, that honestly it's often better to have, and by the way, smoke here, yep, yes, very good smoke by rsabo, gonna keep that base runner alive. But it's often better when you have like a gunship to just have like a couple strike fighters so that the gunship can weaken all the salvagers and the strike fighters pick them off. That's a really good combo. I think having 2 gunships is okay too, but like, I don't know. Well, the thing is though, Just Carrier, is that the gunship is really, really good against strike crafts. I mean, that is a legitimate choice. The Space Runner, by the way, on its last legs, but we do have a support cruiser out for rsabo, so he's going to be okay here. And Phoenix totally abandoning the support cruiser rush ideas here. He's going into railgun fab, so looks like we're not going to see it this time. Split is a good unit, so yeah, well said. To be fair, there actually is quite a bit of anti-air in this location. He could also drop a turret if he wanted. But yeah, the gunships are here. They're going to start smacking down on this eco. He maybe could kill this base runner, but like I think he honestly shouldn't. I think that the economy is like more valuable to catch here. And yeah, you can see 2 gunships. Although I did say the strike fighters may be going to be better, these gunships are going to do some pretty serious damage to this economy. So he does kill most of the salvagers. He does actually end up going for that base runner as well. Manages to pick that off. Yeah, smoke is deployed here. This is a common misconception. So smoke actually doesn't block air attacks, because air units are set to not require line of sight. So no reason to use the smoke against air. Took me a while to break that habit myself, so I definitely get it. Targeting jammer stops air? Surely not. Does it really? If it does, that's gotta be a mistake, right? It probably should in joke patch, to be funny, but... Power 1, by the way, teching for Phoenix now. He is getting pressured by these AAVs in kind of a serious way. He doesn't have turret here, clearly. And this is, again, like, rsabo was doing quite well. You know, just getting, like, backstabs on his opponent in that last game, and he's doing it again, so this is just what he wants. In fact, actually, this is kind of terrible for Phoenix. Power 1 is done now. rsabo wants to push the advantage, though, and just hit all these salvagers if he can. Crit drop comes out on these guys. I wouldn't waste my time with this SC. I think the salvagers are more valuable here. Yeah, he's actually gonna get, like... He's almost gonna get eco-wiped here. This is quite sloppy. And if he has the money... Yep, there's the anti-air turret post getting set down off of the Space Runner. He probably wants to set down a second one as well. SC out, it's game over. Nah, I wouldn't say that. Yeah, you're right, you're right. rsabo actually got his support cruiser first, so he's clearly winning here. Gunship's gonna launch again then. But he's done a pretty good job actually, like, hurting the economy of his opponent, and they're, like, even as far as... Uh-oh. Okay, these guys... You can't justify that. Okay, there we go. They're gonna get to work. But this gunship probably not gonna be able to get a whole lot done, because the anti-air turret post is here. He wants to leave the base runners at home, though, does rsabo. Oh, this is a missile vetter. Okay, yeah, he's gonna be fine then. Yeah, I think actually he's kind of okay here, and this gunship actually taking a lot of damage before he even reaches the target. They're going to come in from 2 different angles, but it's not really going to help too much. One of them will die very quickly here. Now, rsabo wants to split, though. He is going to lose salvagers here. Oh, he loses 3, it looks like. Ooh. That's unfortunate. So with a bit of splitting there, he maybe could have saved all but one of them, but he catches both of the gunships, and now, like, what is Phoenix's army? He's got nothing, really. Well, he's building a support cruiser, so maybe I shouldn't say that too quickly. rsabo just gonna replace the eco, that's what he should do. But I agree, A-Game, he's really kind of doing well here, and he's got the anti-air on the ground as well, like on the main base, so, like, he's kind of okay. Like, in case, like, strike fighters are built again, he should maybe just bring this missile battery up to the front line, leave this anti-air turret post here, because Well, he can't move, so obviously he has to. And he's gonna get a double extract. He'll just rebuild his eco. He should rebuild his eco. This LAV is a mistake. You just wanna focus on getting salvagers back up if you get wiped like that. And like, honestly, he's not even that far behind. And with double artifacts out here, he's gonna have so many, like, carrier power, right? So many carrier power. I'm so good at English. But he'll be able to fight back against these support cruisers. So, I mean, like, honestly, this is not a terrible situation. Like, put it this way, if you put, like, me or Discar or something in this position, we could still win against Phoenix here, because we do have some advantages. And Phoenix is trying to meme, so... I really agree, though, rsabo. Like, if you stick around, you could be pretty good. This is, like, not a bad showing at all for your first tournament. Especially because you gotta realize, like, Phoenix is not bad at this game. He's kind of doing meme strats here, but, like, he's doing it because he actually can sort of pull these things off, you know? So, I wouldn't feel bad about this at all. You know, Cookies, that's a good question. If he double turreted this extract, would he actually manage to... Because support cruisers don't have AoE, right? So take both of the base runners and drop a turret from both of them right here and then smoke it. So that gives the turret, like, initial spawn cooldown time, it won't be attacked. And then just, can double turret fight the support cruisers? I wonder. Yeah, Phoenix seems to think so. He's gonna back away here. Yeah, Phoenix is making this a pretty freaking weird game. Anti-air turret, by the way, not really a great idea, I don't think. So, you can move that missile battery out here if you want to set up, like, a turret emplacement, right? Because obviously the anti-air turret not really going to do much. 2 players were playing drunk? I think so. So, Discara, of course, as you know, he likes to play drunk, so that's not a surprise. But I think No Fun, like, had a couple beers or something before his match. He was, like, trying to see if it would, like, calm his nerves or whatever, but he said it was actually just, like, worse for him. I think, if I remember correctly. I do recall this, though, so... Oh, you meant to put a regular turret. Oh, that's a yike. Yeah, this is an anti-air turret here. That's, when it sets in, the turret is a 100% anti-air. Not much.
No one's going to get that except me.
Oh, come on. Some people have seen that, I'm sure. I'm sure Godance Weaves would get that, but he's not online. Okay. Here comes the freaking strat of destiny. Support cruisers coming out with the rails. This base run, I'm not exactly sure where it's headed. I think, like, really, you just gotta back away from this. You know what he could do is just, like, grab this artifact here. Because obviously, if you do that, you stop your opponent from picking it up, right? But, is the support cruiser really that much DPS? Or do you mean, like, with the healing? As in, it doesn't do that much DPS, but its healing counts for this much. And by the way, yes, Sikai Jane, I will cast our games, but I don't think I'll be playing today. Maybe tonight, but probably not. I will probably have time for games tomorrow, though, so... This is a pretty big push, though. So Mag Accelerator is coming out for Phoenix as well. This is obviously what he wants to do. He's about to get into a fight. I don't know where this carrier is going. Like, the carrier needs to be here, right? And, like, honestly, it probably would die anyway, but, yeah, exactly. I don't know where he's driving this carrier. LEVs, though? Good, because the LEVs can kill off the rails. And if the rails die, you know, these support cruisers are never going to die to rsabo's carrier, especially as he gets power 1 here, which is actually a good call. But unfortunately, he's just totally put himself out of position here, so... Support cruiser is going to fly on in here. It does have 2 healing beams, yeah. In fact, it might even have 4, but I'm not exactly sure. I think that's just a visual thing, though. I've never seen it healing more than 2 targets at once. Got scared of the rail. Yeah, I guess I can get that. It's just, though, that, like, when you're in this situation, this push is clearly for the win, right? Yeah, so you really, like, you have to defend this one. There's not really any point you to running away, but... 'Tis whatever, though. There is quite a flock of LEVs here, so maybe something can still be done. But it's going to be tricky for them to jump in on the Sport Cruiser still. I mean, that's a good point, Cookies. It costs 4.5 LEV, not to mention the RU cost, right? So, I mean, like, really, I don't think this works, you know what I mean? You have to leave? Oh, no. I was going to cast your game, like, after the ones with no fun. RIP. That's okay. Hopefully you'll be able to be back for it. Otherwise, the VOD will be up, obviously, so... Just watch out for Jaraci Cup 8 Group Stage, Volume 3. Ethernet Boogaloo.
But you don't upload.
I do, okay, I do.
You do not.
Just slowly. We'll be back in like a bit under 2 hours. Okay, I could cast the games then. That might work. I don't know. We might get to it earlier though, so we'll just have to see. If any, like at any rate, the VODs will be up. So. LED's gonna fly in here now. They're catching the Space Runner. Down he goes. Gunship is out. What the heck? Okay, I didn't notice this. That's actually a big problem. The anti-air turret post though. Look at this coming in clutch. The LEVs, though, really gonna get chunked by this gunship here. Yeah, they're... Oh, dear. Oh, it doesn't feel good.
Oh, wait,
it just keeps shooting, man.
I guess you've been uploading Jaraci Cup 5.
Yeah, because I'm that far behind.
Yeah, wow, you've got
second
3
gunship.
cups left to go.
Oh, jeez.
To catch up.
Yeah, but they don't need to be cast, just uploaded, so it won't take that long, you know, to be fair. Phoenixyo now getting pushed on his carrier here. rsabo, of course, is more powered up than him, but he's got rails here, so I mean, he should be fine, this Phoenix. You cast way more than you have. Yeah, you're right, but... I'll catch up eventually, trust me. Trust me, trust. When have I ever let you down? Rail's gonna chunk this carrier out though, and that should be the game. That'll bring the scoreline 2-0 for Phoenix. And to be fair, he did go with support cruisers in this game. It wasn't exactly what I was promised, but you know. The support cruiser rush did work out in the end. I think it's pretty clear this cast was more of a chill hangout with the boys though. But Phoenix is gonna take both of these games, so he does manage to catch a 2-0 here. Not a surprise, but rsabo did put up a fight. And I've got to say, I really think he didn't play that badly. Like, he didn't know what he's up against, clearly, so that hurt him, but, like... I mean, stick around, rsabo, and you're gonna be really, like, high mid-tier before too long, I'd say, if you just keep improving. Hard to say these things, of course, you never know. You could turn out to be the best player we've ever seen. I've been wrong about that before. Marchwadden certainly has gotten up there that fast, but, Anyway, good games. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I think we'll move on to the next one. Phoenix gets smashed.